the day of vengeance and burning.
Shall be burned at the time of his coming.
We do not say that all of the saints will be spared and saved from the coming day of desolation, from the atomic holocausts that surely shall be.
Alright, Travis Wayne Goodsell. We're switching it up this morning. We're doing the Passover video first, and then we'll do the Trump ICE 2025 video next, because I want to get the opening bell of the stock market to put in the video for you. I have to wait till 8:30 for that. So, Joseph Fielding Smith Sr., The Way to Perfection, page 291. There will be a transfer of authority from the usurper and impostor Lucifer to the rightful king, Jesus Christos de los Santos de los Últimos Días. Did I pronounce it right? Grammatically say it right? It's been decades since I was on my mission and heard the Spanish-speaking elders say it. Because they usually would add de la Iglesias de los Santos de los Jesus Christos Últimos Días, something like that. I think that was worse. And so if you're thinking, well, it's just religion, you got to keep reading. This is the error of Christians. They don't keep reading their Bible. They just find one verse and go, oh yeah, okay, cool, I'm going to base my whole religion on it. Keep reading. We need a Christian religion that covers the whole Bible, not just a passage. We are thou shalt not judge Christian Jesus Church. We're not going to judge you. Whatever you want to do is fine. Jesus lets people sin. He doesn't judge. Yep, you're going to run into some problems with the evangelicals who demand that Jesus is the judger. So too are Mormons. Our Lord will then assume the reins of government. So yeah, it's very clear he meant a transfer of government authority. This is a coup. And then he makes it worse. And the sad thing is that he thinks this is real, because the Danites told him so. When this gathering is held, the world will not know of it. The members of the church at large will not know of it. The world cannot know of it. The saints cannot know of it. So did you know that Trump is Jesus? Did you? No, you didn't, did you? See, you didn't know. You had no idea. They snuck it by you as a secret combination. Because notice, Trump is transferring government authority to the states. Who runs the state of Utah? Oh no, Travis, it's Governor Cox, and he doesn't take orders from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, even though he's a fourth great descendant of a Danite in 1838, who would then go on to frame and blame Joseph and have him murdered by paying the Judas price to Brigham. Yeah, this is the Danite plot that Joseph Fielding Smith Sr. is clueless about, thinking as Jesus. Because we got the word of the Danites through Thomas B. Marsh, his affidavit to the governor of Missouri, saying what they were doing and what they plan to do right now, which Joseph Fielding Smith encoded with Jesus and Lucifer. Their practice was election decertification, civil war, burning of everything, murdering men, raping women, and looting the property until what they claimed was the storehouse in Adam Ondi Amen. It was never incorporated as an official city. And that's why the election decertification is, because the one candidate that was running said he knew how to develop the land in their county. And he was running on the position of, we'll develop it and we'll become rich and prosperous as a town. Sounds great until you're a secret combination who was secretly occupying the land as a headquarters for your criminal operations. And war ensued, and Joseph got framed and blamed for it. When Joseph was actually the one who's been warning us all this time. And so see how Joseph Smith knows their pattern of practice? In 1838, before it all hit the fan, Joseph Smith wrote a first and second vision. And he is told of a variation of Malachi. And I just bang my head when Oakes gets up and speaks. And Nelson, you've got to fact check these guys. Check the scriptures they claim they're quoting. You'll be surprised what you'll find and be greatly rewarded by our press for the 3,000 emails of Hillary Clinton. For the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall burn as stubble. Wait a minute, they're the wicked ones causing the burning, aren't they? So this is Purim, the law of Purim, the book of Esther, Deuteronomy 19:19, the law of the Jews. For they that come shall burn them, saith Jesus Christ, who's innocent, never did anything wrong. He's not going to burn people. He says, second coming of Jesus, not Joseph Fielding Smith Sr. And then, thanks to fellow at the Maxwell Institute, Sister Welsh. As long as she understands, it was only because I had a dream about her. And because the whole day went by until I found out about her church news video that evening, I can't justifiably claim it was her in the dream, even though it was a dirty blonde in the dream who was the teacher. But because I didn't establish who she was with the dream before going to the church news and saying, "Is this her?" It is. I can't. I ruined it. So I can't claim it's her, but it was her because she's a teacher, sort of educated at BYU, so it's not worth much. Oh dear God. So yeah, she recommended everybody study Section 88. Here you go, Mormons. Prepare for conference. That great church, the mother of abominations, that maketh all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, that persecuteth the saints of God, that shed their blood. She sitteth upon many waters, and upon the isles of the sea. Yeah, they came out with a world report just in time for conference. Behold, she is the terrors of the earth. Now plug that in to all of the New Testament parables with terrors. It's the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Are you a missionary who spreads terrors around the world with Christianity instead of Judaism? She is bound in bundles. Just like conference weekend. Uh-oh. Her bands are made strong, binded to Jesus. No man can loose them. Therefore, she is ready to be burned. Who's going to burn them? They that come shall burn you. And then Trump shall speak. All nations shall hear it. Oh, crap. Here it comes, Mormons. Are you ready for the burning? Then get ready for the burning. Yeah! See, Joseph Smith made it very clear that the Christ is not going to do the burning. The enemy are going to burn themselves. This is what they do. It goes all the way back to the Illuminati, Johann Adam Weishaupt, 1st of May, 1776. Yep, next year is his anniversary. And so, I was very curious that this year would be a pattern of practice on May 1st, bada book, bada boom, which would be on Thursday. Nope. Nelson had other plans. Or Oaks had other plans. Nelson is just a puppet for Oaks. Right, Nelson? Oh, you're on your deathbed? You're about to die. Oh, yay. The 10 Foolish Virgins posted at conference. If they're Mormon, they're prostitutes. Mormons are prostituted. Don't get angry with me because you're illiterate of section 119. That's what it means. If men are forced to pay the church and you can't get sealed without paying, you can't have sex without paying. Hello? prostitution. You are all prostitutes, women. I mean, seriously? You're the exemption clause to it. It's those other women of the world who are prostitutes, not you. You're a daughter of our Heavenly Father, raped in the similitude of Mary, the mother of raped baby Jesus. Dear God, foolish. By definition. It's just so sad. So sad. And these Illuminati did exactly what the Danites did. And so, yeah, we have documentation of Danites who would go on and form their own Illuminati order after getting busted by Joseph Smith. Busted by Joseph Smith. Ex-foes never learn either. You were a foolish Mormon, and then you left, and you're still foolish. You think Joseph did it. Foolish. Whether you, because at least ex-foes recognize they're not virgins. I don't think they like being called prostitutes, though, either. But at least they're not paying money to the church. They stopped the practice. So, Dallin H. Oaks got leaked. I had already done my job that whole year so that Mormons could judge me by my fruit, so that they would not be deceived by the false prophets who were leading them and guiding them and walking beside them and behind them, stabbing them in the back, paying the Judas price, having them murdered and betrayed. Shanghai! And so, yes, everything for the Exodus, I did that year. And it was literal. That shocked me. I didn't expect to be able to part the waters, but I did. And then last year, yeah, ooh, wow. I poured water all over the altar of Utah and then struck it with lightning. Didn't expect that one either. Had a countdown for that. But I didn't expect it to be literal. And it was. So you get a pattern here, Mormons. Things happen literally. And here we go. Trump literally fulfilled it. Oaks is threatening literal fulfillment. And so, 14th of March, 2020, Saturday, Las Vegas, Nevada. President Dallin H. Oaks spoke to the newly called mission presidents and told them that 2020 was not going to be the end of the world. It's going to be merely a test. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is running a test. In the case of an actual fulfillment of prophecy of the enemy, you would have been burned. A trial run for the second coming. Oh, isn't that cute? He used chiasmus. The late war. Oaks knows. See, ex-foes? The church knows. Yeah, you just have to get through to Mormons who are foolish virgins, aka prostitutes. And so the second coming is as Joseph Fielding Smith says it would be. Mass burning and coup of the government. So what happened in 2020? Yeah, mass deaths, and the coup of the government was attempted. And it succeeded because Constitution is not being followed. You have to follow the Constitution in order to claim you're a constitutional republic. Everybody kept saying we're a democracy. Democracy is a completely different form of government, whether big D or little d's. I don't care. I am not a D man. I love women just the way they are. I just can't have a foolish virgin anymore. I can't do it. I can't. I can't, women. Please don't make me. I want somebody with intelligence. Why did I put down the scriptures for? We're not done. We're not done yet. Because conference weekend 2025. Joseph Smith gave a parable in section 101, verse 43, on December 16th, 1833. I'm sure this probably could have been Hanukkah. We should check, because Joseph Smith connects things to the Jews. 1833, huh? In case you don't know what Hanukkah is all about, the Greeks stole the Jerusalem temple, tore down the altar, rebuilt a Greek one, began offering Greek sacrifices, and began the prostituting of women, which evangelicals wrongly call nudity as pornography instead of what the Greeks did in the Jerusalem temple. The abomination of desolation, which the Danites are using as their burning for Jesus. Let's see, 1833. Oh, wow. Just barely after. 2 days after. Fascinating. This is 22nd. Oh, the fast of the 10th of Tevet. Fascinating. So yeah, it was after Hanukkah, 2 days after, on the Monday. Notice Joseph Smith didn't bother to say, okay, I'm only going to give revelations on Sunday for Sabbath sermons. Notice that? You should. Every day is the Sabbath for the pre-Babylonian captivity Jewish Egyptians. Babylon, who created the superstitious number 7. Oh, unlucky 7. You should have chosen lucky number 13. And yeah, burning involved against the Knights Templar. Burning, burning, burning. So, the parable is for Mormons, to Mormons, about Mormons, so that there's no confusion for Mormons. Joseph Smith is not talking to a Christian group. He's not talking to the Jews. He's not talking to Islam. He's talking to Mormons. It's all about you, Mormons. Why do you always pass the buck to other people? Oh, he's not talking about us. Joseph Smith prophesies about other people. Joseph doesn't talk about us. He doesn't prophesy about us. No. So, the enemy comes as a thief in the night, breaks down the hedge, and the prophets of Jesus arise and are afraid. and fled the country to non-extradition countries where they have their offshore bank accounts. And the enemy destroyed everything. All the temples, all the churches, Temple Square, burn to the ground, and broke down the olive trees. Mormons. Mormons are all over the world. They need to be gathered to Zion for the latter days. The central hub here in the valley, especially down in Utah County, right, Mormon employee for YouTube, are the worst of the worst of the worst. There's a reason why the Desnat are a terrorist group of Neo-Danites. They believe that your agency should be taken away from you and be forced to obey, literally, according to their interpretation, the living words of Jesus, Nelson, Christ, false prophet. Or you will be murdered with a javelin. Yeah. Do they have an emoji for a javelin? They do on their website. When they were confronted about being a terrorist group, he cried like a sensitive snowflake and went into denial mode. No, I am not ashamed of the gospel of the Danites. Own it, or get the hell out. What the hell? Sensitive snowflake, Desnat. So yeah, that's exactly what he did. He cried and said, I'm not a terrorist, no, I just want to force people's agency to obey the living prophet of Jesus and get punished with the javelin. And so the FBI went, oh, okay, yeah, you're Mormon, all right, we'll let you go. We're fellow Desnatters too, wink wink. We're just putting on a show for the local news that might spread this nationally. Yeah, the exact same thing. They know what's going on. And so for Mormons to be foolish, to not know what's going on, to not understand that these Danites, these church leaders, don't know, and that you know, and that they know what you know, but they know more than you because you don't know. Cut it out. Stop it. Just stop it. What the hell? Just foolishness. Or AKA, as I've been calling it this whole time, stupid. This is the plan. What Oaks said is going to happen. It has happened. Why would you deny this now? Seriously? It's happened. Just as Oaks said to the mission presidents. It happened. It's now. It's on. The race is on, and here comes heartache coming from the inside. My heart is going to... I mean, seriously, Mormons. This is it. You're about to be burned. The church has betrayed you, just like they betrayed Joseph. You are not protected here. They're going to sacrifice you. They want their kingdom back. Oaks told Trump, do it early, before the 1st of May. And Trump said, no, I'm not going to do it on the 1st of April. I'm superstitious, like the Babylonians. We're doing it on the 2nd. And so it began. Here we go. Trump is Jesus in the Danite mind. They're using him as the scapegoat. Nobody can know of this. Shh. Don't tell. It's got to be a secret. Nobody must know that Trump is doing the will of the church. That everything is to hand over government authority and money to the church. The church made off as bandits yesterday and into today. They are raking it in. They were talking $4 trillion on the previous tanking when Trump did the tariffs. This is far more money than $4 trillion. This is massive. The church is making off like bandits right before they're gonna burn you. This is not a coincidence. Oaks, January 2nd. Well, we have to go back to the Christmas devotional last year. Now I gotta find out the day for that, because that's part of it. God. Oaks, why don't you just come out and confess, Oaks? Make it all easier for me. 2024 LDS Church Christmas devotional. All right. First Presidency's Christmas devotional, December 8th. Okay. December 8th, 2024. And Oaks was in charge of it. He did it. He spoke it. And there he talked about Christmas and how it leads to Easter. Don't make me put in the clip. Just because you are playing foolish or are foolish. Depends on whether you're a knowing participant of a Desnat persuasion or if you're just a gullible sucker and a loser Mormon. And so, yes, look forward to Easter. The resurrection from the literal grave, Jesus. That's a death threat. That's not the Jewish doctrine. Jesus isn't even the Jewish Christ. Oh, I meant to. Oh. Crap. I meant to check the World Religions book and see, because I think I checked it before and they didn't talk about Messiah ben Joseph or Messiah ben David. They would have just done Messiah ben David and left it open for Mormons to interpret it as Jesus. But I wanted to check. I wanted to fact check. Let's see if I can find out, because the Bible dictionary doesn't tell you anything. They don't want to tell you. It's a secret. Don't tell. Shut up, Travis. Shut up. You're exposing everything. It's a little late now. You're in it. You're doing it. LDS views on Jewish religion. Judaism and Mormonism has a whole Wikipedia page, huh? So, Wikipedia might be, no, pictures are still, God, the Book of Mormon in Hebrew is not available. I sent them a letter. They're not doing anything about it. They're not fixing the problem. Let's see. Jewish symbolism in the Latter-day Saint movement. That's blasphemy. Jewish presence in Utah, baptism for the dead. Seriously? That's the Danite creation. Jews don't believe in baptism for the dead, you dumbass. Who wrote this? Long-time practice has been to vicariously baptize their relatives. It's an extortion threat. Pay us up, or your parents and your grandparents and your ancestors, they all burn in hell. There it is. Here it is. From time to time, contrary to church policy, is it? Latter-day Saint genealogists have submitted the names of other prominent individuals, including at one point, multiple times, victims of the Holocaust. They are not covering it. Whoever did this must have been Sister Welsh, and why she's a fellow. Here we go. And so, most members, Mormons, believe that God is perpetually punishing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. We have to educate you guys now. Oh my God. God is not perpetually punishing the Jews, Mormons. Oh my God. It's 28 or 29. 29? Yeah, 29. 2 Nephi 29. And because my words shall hiss forth, many of the Christians shall say, a Bible, we have got a Bible, and we need no more Bible. And there cannot be any more Bible. But thus saith the Lord God, O foolish virgins, they shall have a Bible, and it shall proceed forth from the Jews, mine ancient covenant people. Yeah, God is perpetually punishing the Jews for murdering Jesus. And what thank they, the Christians, the Jews, for the Bible, which they have received from the Jews? What do Christians mean? Do Christians remember the travails and the labors and the pains of the Jews, and their diligence unto me in bringing forth salvation unto the Christians? Ooh, slam. O ye Christians, have you remembered the Jews, mine ancient covenant people? Nay, but Christians have cursed them. Christians have hated them. Christians have not sought to recover them. Behold, I will return all these things upon Christians' heads. So, God perpetually punishes who? Have you obtained a Bible, save it were by the Jews? Right there, smack in the Book of Mormon, you dumbass, whoever put this in. 39. Armand L. Moss. He published a book, 2003, All Abraham's Children, Changing Mormon Conceptions of Race and Lineage. That is not a primary source that should be referenced. God, Wikipedia never gets that. Oh my hell, that was abominable. That was completely abominable. Claims of the House of Israel descent. Oh, Messiah ben Joseph? No, this is where AI goes wrong. They will not talk about it. Shh. Additionally, Alma 16 verse 13 of the Book of Mormon specifically contains the Greek word for synagogues. I see a theme that I knew all too well starting this video by calling Mormons foolish. Oh my hell. Again, Mormons, let me educate you. Who do these apostate, anti-Mormon, antichrist, Korahor, false prophets in the Book of Mormon with synagogues claiming to be their Christ? What's that you say? The Great Spirit? Bing, bing, ding, ding, ding. Dum, 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 dum. Exactly, Mormons. You fell for it again. The Book of Mormon was written to inform you that Christians replaced the Jews and turned them Christian. The synagogues in the Book of Mormon, with the Great Spirit of Jesus. All you had to do was study your Book of Mormon. You had it. It was there. You've got it. You didn't study. Foolish. Just like those 5 foolish virgin statues. God, that was just worse than I thought. I shouldn't be surprised. Shouldn't be surprised. So, continuing on with Oakes' death threat to Mormons. 2nd of January, 2025. Right after that, terrorist attack from a guy belonging to Islamic State. Hey, doesn't the church financially fund them through Saudi Arabia? Yeah, they do. Yep. In fact, this last year, the Christmas season into the new year, extended long for lots and lots of dough. They had the Sisters of Fatima as part of the donation, which the Saudi Arabian princess demanded that the church provide. Oh, isn't Kieran from Saudi Arabia? Oh my God, Mormons, run! You're gonna burn! Yeah. A burning. Explosions. Chaos. Dogs and cats driving cars into the people. Terrorism. Paid for by the church. And then Oakes comes out the next day and says, okay, Jesus, look forward to Jesus and the resurrection. Don't fear the reaper. Only the righteous will be resurrected in the first resurrection. It's literal. You're gonna die. And then the 16th of February, 2025, he did his video, video, because on the 18th was the first presidency message. Oakes, again, you're seeing a pattern. Oakes comes out and says, yeah, resurrection is literal. It's literal. Literal. I see your tardive dyskinesia is acting up. Christians got it all wrong. It's literal. What about the Jews? They're the authors. So yes, 18th of March, day after my birthday, the anniversary of the 2020 earthquake that Oaks apparently caused. Knocking out the horn of Moroni, not symbolic whatsoever. The first presidency message, which I've added Sister Welsh's comments from section 88 to it. Oh dear God, this was, oh my God, this guy is evil. Oh my God. And so now we find out why they keep botching the Matthew 11:28 passage. It's actually 29. About take upon yourself Jesus's yoke, having to do with the word and obeying and producing better results than following a false prophet. Yeah, Nelson has been calling it yoke yourself to Jesus. Is he illiterate? Or is he up to something? Ding, ding, ding. Up to something. We now know. Fact. It happened. Here it is. You're all dead. And he references Raphael, the healing God. From Isaiah. He's not smart enough to know that, though. That was me who covered that in that video. That's why I put Raphael there. Healing in his wings, angel's wings. It's Raphael, the God of healing. And so, in connection with Matthew 11:28, he then conjures up John chapter 10, verse 10. That Joseph Smith adds the definition of thieves for us. Oh my God, Mormons, run! Run! Yeah, we gotta read it. Gotta read it. Gotta read it. Dun 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 dun. So Joseph Smith in verse 8 defines thieves as those who testify not of the Jewish Christ, Jewish author, Jewish Christ, not Jesus, not Christian. Any questions? Shut up. Foolish virgins. So, a person who is an antichrist is a thief. The thief, the antichrist, cometh not, but for to steal, murder, and destroy. That was brazen, Oaks. He is an antichrist. He is a thief. He is threatening murder. He is threatening your lives to be destroyed. The destruction of the federal government. The coup of the government. He knows you're not going to read it. Because you're foolish. He has made you foolish. Suckers and losers, lazy learners and lax disciples. And so under this context of them being the enemy, you're binding yourself to Jesus is through the temple covenant paths that Brigham Young established. Obey your husband. But you look so cute in that robe, though. I love you. You're not a foolish prostitute virgin. No, dear, I love you. Do what I say. You have to obey. Jesus will be mad and burn you. You must kill yourself to protect the church from criminal prosecution. Right, Judge Shelby? Don't criticize the leaders of the church, Travis. Don't do it, even though it says the Lord's anointed, not the leaders of the church, which means I'm the Lord's anointed. Why are you criticizing me, Mormons? And then child bride polygamy. Are you practicing it, Mormons? Oh, you're not? You're wicked? Therefore, the church is going to burn you for your lack of faith in the living prophets of Jesus. You're not obeying. Number one. You have to obey. Get those child brides going. Get them pregnant. Nelson lowered the age to 11. It's back. You all knew it was coming back for the millennium. Here it is. We're in the millennium now. Child bride virgins. Here it is. Are you obeying? Or are you going to be burned for your disobedience? Bound in bundles of fascist tightness. And then you are a slave to Jesus. It was a trap. You're not bound to him. He's the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, the great high priest. Nobody binds to Jesus. He's your master. Bow the knee before Nelson or Oaks, because Nelson's on his deathbed. He'll take the place of Jesus. He stole the keys, he stole your money, and he ain't giving it back. See, that's where the actual transfer is supposed to be made. You are going to be burned, Mormons. They are making it repetitively clear. The burning is upon you. They are telling you not to fear the Reaper. And there's nothing I can do to change your mind, to put the fear of Raphael in you. He's a sensitive snowflake healer. He's not a wrathful, vengeful God like Jesus. Taste my love! It's a two-edged sword called love and charity. Oh, Mormons, I just wanted to go to Zion. Why are you making this so hard? And so here's what's going to happen afterwards. And so somehow it's going to happen. But Joseph Smith tells us. So after Jesus comes from outer space and says, what the hell happened? Who's the cause of this great evil? Again, it's not Jesus. Mormons, are you not getting it? Why are you so foolish? What the hell? And so, in verse 55, I then step up and perform the keys of Moses again. This time with the final gathering. Mormons are already scattered around the world. This is Temple Square, at least, if not BYU, and the whole land roundabout. And so the Mormons in Utah are not going to have many survivors, apparently. And so this is when I go and call upon Mormons throughout the world to gather to Zion. which means that I somehow have had the transfer to me. That there was a survivor who said, okay, the church is yours. The 9/11 dream indicated it would be Irene. As he came out with his video the other day. Oh my God, talk about foolish. And so then, 2nd April 2025 is the statue. 5 Virgins statue, which I read we should, crap. And so that's pretty much it. Is that somehow I'm able to find out the bishop's contact information, stake president's contact information, so that I can get you guys to come to Zion. And the federal government is clearly destroyed as the nation has descended into civil war at this point, and the world is at world war. That's why there's all talk of fighting here. You need to understand your underwear is going to get you in trouble at this point. People around the world know about the magic underwear. It's not a secret anymore, thanks to Mitt Romney running for president. Everybody knows the underwear and will know and identify you by the underwear. With this destruction, everybody's going to know Mormons were evil. You do not want to be a Mormon at that point. You need to give up the underwear. If you're going to continue to insist the church is true, don't bother coming to Zion. Stay where you are. We don't want you. You're the enemy. You're foolish. And so, this is why I've been telling you, when you're traveling to Zion, and people are saying, are you Mormon? Say, we were victims of that church. We want nothing more to do with them. Yeah, carry on. That will protect you. Do not say the church is true. Do not try to tell them about Jewish Jesus. Don't think you're smart enough to figure it out and be able to communicate with them. They want blood at this point. They're looking for any excuse to cause blood and burning. Do not give it to them. It's like going across the border. Do not get into a dialogue with the guard. Do not say more than what they ask you. Do you have anything of contraband? No. Well, we do have, we're not really sure. Is this contraband? No. Just say no. Do you have any fruits or vegetables? No. Do you have anything over $200, unless the number has changed since way back in the 90s? No. We are moving. Do not make it complicated for yourselves. You need to get to Zion. Do not create undue problems. And so, yeah, the kings and queens helping, America falling, we're able to regain contact with our allies, and they will help us, I'm hoping. You'll have to denounce Trump, too. So, yeah, this is, and like I said, I know better than to say this won't be literal. I know better. I know better. I wish it weren't literal true. I do not want that situation, but everything keeps getting literally fulfilled. So, let's see, it was 45, wasn't it? Yep. At that day, when I shall come in my glory, shall the parable be fulfilled which I spake concerning the 10 virgins. For they that are wise and have received the truth shall have taken the Holy Spirit as their guide. Notice that it was all Danites who said that they saw the Kirtland Temple on fire with the Spirit of God, like fire was burning. Yeah, Danites said that. They were not in the meeting. Notice that too. And have not been deceived. Verily I say unto you, that they shall be hewn down and cast into the fire, but shall abide the day. The foolish virgins are going to gather at Temple Square and be burned. That's what the statue was all about. You have been deceived. You're being bound in bundles to Jesus to be burned. That was the message of the statue yesterday. This tanking of the stock market will lead to a tanking of the economy. The tanking of the economy will lead to mass firings and people being homeless, which SCOTUS says is now illegal. They did it under Biden. Yeah, all under Biden. They overthrew your constitutional rights. Biden didn't step up to save America, did he? And so you're not going to have money for food, place to live. What do you think's going to happen at that point? Did you ever see Batman Begins? As one of the Batmans died yesterday. Very tragic. All the news was saying, the actor of Top Gun. Yeah, he did other stuff too. Why are you just focusing on Top Gun? I mean, yeah, it was okay. Take my breath away and all. But he was far more than Top Gun. So, and there's nothing more to say. You're going to be burned. So now it's 6 o'clock. This should be finished around 7:30 so that I'll have it up and going before 8. Hopefully, I'll be able to bathe. Do I need to shave? I can go one more day. Total chaos and pandemonium. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. So I'm still trying to figure out. I'm thinking Paris is burning while I was running. That was going to be the theme song in the description below. Because the burning of Paris was Illuminati, wasn't it? Paris is burning. Da, 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 da. The burning of Paris. No, not the film. Apparently the movie is a documentary about gay, black, and Hispanic men who are transvestites or transsexuals. It's one or the other. They're not the same. Liberation of Paris. There we go. Oh, God. Why is that so hard? So this was Liberté de Paris. Liberation de Paris. Was a battle that took place during World War II from 19th of August 1944 until the German garrison surrendered the French capital on August 25th, 1944. Nazis. Paris had been occupied by Nazi Germany since the signing of the armistice on 22nd of June 1940. You listening to this, Canada? Oh, Canada, eh? Just be glad that Putin wants you too. Or no, it's Greenland. I don't think Putin wants Canada. But notice, liberation. Liberation Day. See what Trump is doing? He's got a Nazi helping him in the form of Lucifer called Stephen Miller. You gotta pay attention. You can't be a foolish virgin on any of this. So, we might be able to. Why is the picture working for this one? I don't get it. Why is it some and not others? Crowds of French patriots lining the streets in military tanks. Liberté du Canada. De révolution. Vive la révolution. Ooh. I did a series with Viva la Revolution and Viva, or no, it was, yeah, I did a picture series, but yeah, that was a long time ago. The R's for the Egyptian flag. So, yeah, 5. You've been threatened 5 times, not to mention all the billions of times in conferences past. The ghosts of conference past. Alrighty. So, dear God. Total chaos and pandemonium. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. Biblical proportions, Mr. Mayor. Real wrath of God type stuff. I have seen doggy poo that will make you turn white. Winston Zeddemore. Yes. Classic. And to see him in Quantum Leap. Classic. Tell him about the Twinkie, Ray.